Linda. Ugh. That's my purse. We need some eggs. Throw these plants out. Why do you have my going to town purse? Where are you going without me?
None of your beeswax, you nosy cow. Those plants are fine. Perking up. You let them alone.
Give me back my purse. If I have to get up, you're not getting your cup of Lipton tonight.
I might not be here tonight, so there. Where are you going? We're sharing this purse. I'm sharing it. So, go back to your nap. Maybe I hate Lipton. Maybe I've always hated it.
Where are you going? Hate Lipton? Pig's whiskers you do. You don't have night shifts anymore. Are those bruises on your cheeks?
It's just not blended in very well yet. I never wear makeup. I'm not very good at it. I'm taking the car all night, so don't call the police. I'll be out all night, and the police do not need to be called.
You are not taking the car. It needs oil and tires.
I'm stopping to get tires. It only needs one tire. You're so negative. And I put some oil in this morning when you were still in bed. I've always put the oil in ever since we've had that car. I'm going. Ignore me all you want. I'm going.
No, you're not. I'm a year older than you. I'm still the boss here. What exactly are you not going to do wearing clown makeup?
Marge, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I'm an old woman now, and you're my sister, not my mother. I decided to have a one-night stand. Absolutely.
But you've hated men since Jack Klingerhofer broke your heart when you were 16.
Well, better late than never. I'm going to a bar and picking someone up.
What is this? Mating season for flying monkeys?
I have no idea what that even means. And I am not a monkey. But I have my best night and that perfume I got at the dollar store. I am ready for love.
Linda, have you gone plumb-stone crazy? Good women don't go to bars or go home with strangers. Because we're a couple of old witches, we should have flying monkeys. You're plumb-stone crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm headed out to follow my heart. And it's not a man. Never again for a man. I meant that. Never again.
Then what are you blabbering about? Maybe you just need some sleep.
I'm queer. I must be. I've been since I was 16. I live with my sister. I like women. Are you okay? Do you need some water?
I just swallowed wrong is all. What's got you so stirred up? Did you take my heart pills again?
I have never taken your heart pills. That was a dream you had.
You took them, you hid them, and then you ate them like candies.
I am a nurse. I know better than to take your blood thinners like candies. You're starting to think every dream you ever have really happens.
I'm starting to think you think I'm crazy. I know you're up nights sneaking around the house.
Of course I am. You don't like me drinking milk before bedtime.
You fart all night. I don't want to smell your farts all night.
It settles my stomach. You know I can't stand the taste of Pepto.
Who can? You take it because it works, not for the taste. You don't pour it over ice cubes
Oh, fine. I'm taking this person going up. I won't stand here and argue about Pepto. I won't.
So you could go find some queer gal and what would you even do with her?
I know. I just know I want to.
It's sick.
Oh, no, now. Things have changed. People have changed.
No, they haven't. I drove truck for almost 30 years. I got called names. I would have been perfectly happy cooking pot roast for any of those guys I drove beets and onions and taters to the sheds for. Any one of them. They looked at me and went, ugly old dyke queer, 'cause I cut off my hair that one time. I saw it in a magazine. I thought it looked cute.
Oh no, that super short haircut did not look good on you. I never knew they made fun of you. You were better than most men at driving. So what? You were happy driving.
I was. I could change my own tires, too. Was I supposed to wait around worried I'd break a nail? God damn it. It's a rough old world sometimes.
It is. I was once told by Mother that it was good I didn't have children, 'cause I didn't have patience.
I think she really wanted grandchildren. She should have had prettier daughters.
She should have, but I never thought you were ugly, or I was. Not everyone is meant to marry and have all that, that's all. And we've had good lives, fun ones at times. We can eat whatever we want, whenever we want. And we're not being bossed to death. Well, you're a bit bossy, but that's just you, Marjorie.
I'm the oldest. I'm supposed to be bossy. Don't take my purse. What's wrong with your little yellow number?
It's just not big enough for my nightie and my good slippers, my reading glasses and that perfume, and my toothbrush.
Good heavens, why not just take a suitcase?
It will look awful strange to be lugging a suitcase about.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean you should go and pack a suitcase for your night out with the funny women.
I was just making a little joke. I tried fitting everything into my yellow purse.
Why are you doing this?
Well, I told you, your purse is 3 times the size of mine.
You think in all these years I didn't want to go find some stranger and find out what all the fuss is about? But it never happened. It wasn't supposed to.
Well then, come with me. We'll go pick out a new tire and we'll drive somewhere nice. A nice, clean, friendly bar. And we'll have finger steaks. You love finger steaks with honey. And we can take our chances, have a little fun. We're old now. Nobody cares what we do. We're the only ones that care what we do. Come on, sister. I already put the oil in. All you have to do is put on those good slacks you got, and you can borrow my silver necklace.
I do like that necklace. It was on sale. Oh, now, no. I'm not foolish anymore, and my leg hurts. It's going to rain.
My knees say it is too. But let's be foolish. It could be nothing much will happen tonight. But what if it could?
Because we're not foolish women. We went to work when no one would marry us, like you're supposed to when you're ugly and poor. We toughed it out, lived in this trailer for what, almost 30 years now? You're still young. You still think life will turn out wonderful.
I'm a year younger. I'm not 20 anymore. You still think I'm 20. Life is what it is. I know that. But I just want to find out what's out there before I get slapped in a coffin. What it's like to kiss someone and have them want to kiss you back. I want to eat a mango. I've been too afraid to eat one. I look at them in the store and go, what do you taste like? I dream at night about eating mangoes.
They're not real fruit.
An orange or an apple or a banana to be a real fruit.
Maybe this is how you act before you have a stroke.
Oh! Every time I disagree with you, you tell me I'm sick or fevered or about to have a stroke.
Your cheeks are all flushed and you're yelling at me. What am I supposed to think? And you're not serious about going out and finding some floozy. Maybe that's a joke too.
I always yell at you, but I'm not joking about this.
Of course you are. You're not going anywhere. You don't have the nerve.
I do. I have just enough nerve.
No, you don't. Anytime anything goes wrong, you just give up. Look at Jack. One bad time with a boy and you gave up until now.
He broke my heart.
So, get over it. You haven't gotten over it in 50 years? Has it been that long?
I loved him. I'm not shallow.
No, you're a scaredy cat.
I am not. I'm a romantic.
That's another word for scaredy cat. You were 16. Nothing ever sticks when you're 16. It's not the end of the world ever when you're 16. You never grew up. Other people...
I grew up. I took up nursing even though I hated it. I worked and I saved my money. And what about you? You're not exactly blazing the trails. You've never even been in love. A few men make fun of you and you just give up. You scaredy cat. Everything sticks when you're 16. Everything gets remembered years later. And that's the point. You're supposed to live and love and have adventures so you can remember them years later. Well, I want some adventures. I want some. At least one adventure, at least one. And then I'll settle down and drink tea and play canasta with you until I die.
If you hated nursing so much, why didn't you go back to school?
And do what? Teach? Oh, I hated those horrible monsters. I'd have been arrested. I wanted to be a singer, but I can't sing. I took lessons once, and the lady was very nice, but she told me outright I couldn't sing, and it would be a waste of my money. Every dream I've ever had has been killed.
Do you think I wanted to drive trucks and school buses? It was just something I could do until my real life started. But it never did.
But you've had a good life. You always seemed happy.
I made the best of things. They don't teach that so well nowadays.
Well, they don't teach gumption either. I have to go out and see what's out there tonight. Make this your best day ever. I read that in a book yesterday. It stayed with me.
So every day that follows will be terrible? Or you're supposed to do crazy things every day?
I don't know. I just know I want to go out and find out what's what.
Because of a book? What book?
Just a book.
You don't read. You do puzzles. What book?
I read.
What book?
A book I got at the dollar store. Life strategies or something like that, okay?
So you read a few pages in this book and turned all queer?
I don't think they say queer anymore. I'm not queer. I don't know what I am.
Belinda, you're giving me a headache, and that's my purse. Give me back my purse!
Let go! It's mine! You never go anywhere!
Mine!
I will hit you with your own cane if you don't give that back, and you know I'm not a peaceful sort.
Oh, fine, fine. Please, use my purse while you're out making sure you go to hell.
You're an old crank. You were born an old crank. No wonder the men left you alone.
Best be careful. This trailer's in my name, Missy.
I'm your sister. You'd make me leave?
I'm a very evil old witch. Try me.
If I stay here tonight, I'll just never change. Nothing will ever change.
You do whatever the hell you want.
Marjorie!
You're the only friend I've got.
Aw, come with me. Borrow my silver necklace.
I have to do the dishes.
Thank you for letting me use your purse.
You'd have hit me with my own cane if I hadn't.
Layla, I only have one shoe. Isn't that silly? Layla, have you seen my other shoe? I found it, sweetie. Sweetie, can you hear me? Layla, have you seen my other earring? over so quickly. It really is an emergency. It's very nice to meet you. You come very highly recommended by the Morrisons, Kathy, the Olsen boy.
Mike, I taught him everything he knows about babysitting and algebra and a few other things.
Usually my husband insists on questioning all babysitters in advance for at least 90 minutes, but he's away and you seem fine.
Ask me anything.
How old are you?
17.
Good age. So, I have a meeting tonight, don't know how late it will go, but while I'm gone, here's a list of things you might want to do with Layla. Though I should warn you, no babysitter has ever gotten her to do any item on that list. You can feed her anything in the fridge, but her favorite foods are pot roast, dry toast, and dry cereal. She can play in the yard as long as you watch her. Good night.
Mrs. Miles, where is Layla?
Oh, right. Layla! There she goes. She is so fast. She's got so much energy that sometimes you can hardly see her.
Wow, Layla.
I know. She's a blur.
I remember being a blur.
Do you really? Well, there she goes again. Well, if you can never get her to sit in one place, try the list. See you soon.
Layla, it's nice to meet you. I'm Lori. I'm your new babysitter. So, I think you're over there now. Well, you have a lot of energy, Layla. That's great. Like I said, I'm Lori. You're Layla. We both have L's in our names. Did you know a lot of my closest friends have L's in their names? It's a great letter. Do you know about the letter L? It starts a lot of words like la, 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 la. Layla, do you like Jax? I brought Jax. Layla, would you like to try a pot roast sandwich in the shape of an L? You know your favorite foods only get better when you try them in new shapes. There you are. You like shapes? Let's go.
Lori, I'm home. Lori, where are you? Where's Layla?
She's outside. She's playing violin.
What? Oh my god, I thought that was the stereo. I've never actually heard her play before.
You haven't?
She learned in school. What did you say to get her to practice? Did you offer her a toy? Money?
I told her music is more fun outdoors, so she wants to try it.
How do you know it's fun?
I don't. I guess I try to sense it.
You sense it. Sense it. Okay, I could see practicing outdoors could have a certain... Practicing outdoors? Oh my goodness, there are noise ordinances in Westchester. What about the neighbors? Did anyone complain?
Which neighbors?
The Grosses.
Don't know any Grats. Didn't hear from them.
Excellent.
There was this guy, Alvin.
That's him, Alvin Grotz.
Oh, I didn't get his last name. Yeah, he came over.
And
He's still here, see? He brought his clarinet. They've been jamming.
Alvin Grotz plays the clarinet.
Yeah, they're great. And I brought my flute, so we played Bach's Violin Concerto No. 2 in E major. You know,
And what about, like, nobody complained about noise or anything like that?
nah, Mike's, his wife came over and she plays the cello. She's great.
Shelley Grotz plays cello.
She has a master's degree in music. She said she couldn't tonight, but she said she wants to come to the next rehearsal.
There's the next rehearsal.
Not officially, just a general sense that there should be music in the moonlight.
I see.
But Layla said Tuesdays work best for her.
She did? Did she eat any dinner? I should have warned you. She doesn't eat much. My husband says that she once finished a peach, but I wasn't here for that.
Well, she had a pot roast sandwich on dry toast, she had a side salad, a few pieces of cereal, and a cold poached salmon. Then she had dessert.
She did? How did you do that?
I just gave her the promise of dessert. I told her if she had enough of the other foods that she could finish with a popcorn sandwich. You know, 2 little chocolate bars, popcorn in the middle.
What made you think that would work?
I have Ever drop chocolate in your popcorn at the movies?
No.
It works.
It does sound good. I'm going to make some cocoa. Would you like some cocoa?
Sure! Oh, and I also put some cereal pieces in her salad. For kids her age, Cheerios are like croutons.
Did you make that up, or is that a verified fact?
I'd say everything I know about babysitting is a made-up verified fact.
That's very beautiful, darling. Don't you think she plays remarkably well?
Yes.
Did you play that well as a child?
I don't play that well now.
Did she ask you where I was?
It didn't come up.
Why is that, do you think?
I probably just distracted her.
Right. Was anything else accomplished?
Let's see here. She did her alphabet homework. She finished putting photos in her album. She put a necktie on Elmo. She glued her broken china doll back together. She braided her hair.
Are you mocking me?
Mocking you, Mrs. Miles?
After I told you no one could do anything on the list. To go and do the whole list like that.
We did the list? I stopped using the list.
What?
Layla reminded me of that blur time when I like things to be fun and spontaneous. That's why I thought I'd do better without the list. Don't you remember it?
Remember what?
Childhood?
God, no.
I forget more every day, but I try to remember it when I'm with children.
I not only can't remember it, I don't even know where to start.
Mrs. Miles,
And then you come in here and show me what a complete failure I am.
I'm sorry.
Get out of my house.
I can't do that.
Oh, you think you can stay and help? You can't. David and I have absolutely no idea what we're doing. Half the time we don't even know where she is, she runs so fast. And now she's playing Mozart. So you can leave. You can't help, but you can leave.
I can't leave because you owe me money.
Oh, so you don't, it's all about the money. You don't give a shit about Layla.
I didn't say that, Mrs. Miles.
How much do I owe you, kid?
It was 6 to 8:30. I charged 10 an hour, so you owe me $25.
Oh my God. You did all of that in 2.5 hours.
It's very common, Mrs. Miles, for a child to behave differently with a babysitter than with her parents.
Yes, but it's not as common for a hyperactive little blur to suddenly turn into Itzhak Perlman.
That's less common.
Here's your money.
Thanks. I'll be going.
Good night.
Night.
Lori, I can't remember any of it. Will you show me? Remind me?
No, but you can sense it. You're in it now.
What?
You're sinking into the couch, Mrs. Miles, surrounded by plush, soft pillows, and you're wearing a soft, silky scarf with a fringe. And you're drinking hot chocolate from a blue rounded mug with a handle. And in each sip of cocoa, you get 2 or 3 mini marshmallows. This is it.
It is. Just now, this is it.
No, it's when you sip the cocoa and stop talking about it.
Mrs. Denton! I know you're in there, Mrs. Denton. I'll stay here all night if I have to, Mrs. Denton. Mrs. Denton!
You get away from here. Get away!
I've got to have a word with you, Mrs. Denton. Tomorrow's the hearing date for the sentencing, and I've got to talk to you before then.
You get away from here. I'm going to tell my husband to chase you away. You saw what he did last time.
He's gone, Mrs. Denton. I saw him drive away. This is just something for you and me.
We don't have nothing between us, lady. Nothing.
This is a death state, Mrs. Denton. You know what that means, don't you?
I know what you did in court. I heard what you said about my Tommy. That was plenty enough for me. Standing up for that dirty old, filthy old, scuzzy old, slimy, rotten, nasty, disgusting Franklin Miller, I seen plenty.
Don't stop. Please, tell me more. I want to hear.
You're a whore.
You can call me Carla.
I ain't calling you nothing.
May I call you Maggie?
I'm gonna call the sheriff. You don't get off my porch.
I don't think so.
You don't think what?
I don't think you like the sheriff any more than I do.
You think you know so much, all that education you got?
Look, Maggie, my foot's about to break. You know that defending Mr. Miller was my job. And it's my job tomorrow at the sentencing. I'm not pretending anything different. All I want is 1 minute of your time.
He never give Tommy 1 minute. 1 minute my Tommy's pitching stones into the field. The next 1 minute he's stabbed behind the shed.
We don't have to talk. We can just sit. I just need to sit with you before I go back in that courtroom tomorrow. Is that too much to ask? Please?
My husband won't allow nobody like you in there.
On the porch, then? I'm begging you, Maggie. I know your husband won't speak to me. But one day, in the courtroom, one day, you were sitting in the back. And I turned around, and you looked at me straight in the eye. And we started to say something that day. Just you and me. Something silent. Something that hasn't been said. And I just have to finish that off.
I don't recall none of it. If there was any such thing, I was probably making a prayer for you, lady.
Will you do it again, then? I know you're a real kind-hearted woman. Maggie?
1 minute.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. I do have one thing to say.
You said you didn't have to say nothing. I'm not much for talking with you, lady.
If you could just listen, please. I'd like to talk.
I'm just going to pray like I agreed to. That's all. You can say whatever you like, but I'm just going to pray.
I'll keep it real short. The judge set tomorrow for the sentencing. And as you know, this is a death penalty state. The judge could sentence Mr. Miller to die. Or he could send him to prison for the rest of his life.
I'm praying.
And as Mr. Miller's attorney, I'm asking to be sentenced to prison, Maggie.
I don't have no use for that man. I don't care what they do with him. I don't ever want to hear his name again.
The judge said, well, he said that he would leave it to the family about the death penalty. He said if someone from Tommy's family came forward and said that Mr. Miller should not get
I said I didn't ever want to hear his name again.
You've known Franklin Miller a long time.
Too long.
30 years, I think. I remembered something from the file, and I thought you might have some feelings of sympathy towards him.
Towards him? I don't have no feelings of nothing towards him. Let him rot in a pit with birds pecking at his bones for all I care.
You don't care if he's executed?
No, I don't care. After what he done, you want me to care about that? I don't care. All I want is my Tommy back. That's all.
All right, okay, see, that's it. It's okay. I felt I had a duty to ask, since that was the condition the judge said. I had to try. I hope you understand.
I don't understand nothing, lady. Nothing.
Carla. I'm Carla.
You want to know what I was thinking that day, lady? I was thinking I was glad I didn't have some big-time education, so I didn't have to stand up like you and defend a dirty, vile, rotten old man killed my 13-year-old boy. That's what I was thinking.
I see. sometimes it's not so easy. I know this doesn't make much sense, but Mr. Miller, I don't mean to say that there was anything right about what happened. But now that I've gotten to know him, he's a friend in a way. Maybe I just hate to see people die, especially clients. Kind of makes me feel like a failure. Like that big-time education isn't worth a tire track in the mud.
Comes with the territory, I imagine.
And that never had it happen before. You know, that a client be sentenced to death. I just can't make sense out of it.
There's no sense in this world, lady. If there was any sense in this world, Tommy'd be hollering out back right now.
Yes. Well, one last thing before I
I've
go.
had enough.
I just wanted to say, while I'm here and all, I wanted to say that I'm very sorry about Tommy.
You're a liar!
Oh, what? This is too much. I am sorry about your son. Good evening, then.
Why are you telling me that now, lady?
What do you mean?
Nobody said that. Not nobody.
Said what?
Sorry. I can't hardly believe it myself. He wasn't no saint, but nobody said they were sorry. Not the funeral man, not the sheriff, not the judge. Nobody sitting down there at the county, and nobody said one church lady come knocking out here, neither saying they're sorry.
Maggie, I am sorry. And other people were. People just plain act stupid sometimes.
He'd had a little trouble. So does Daddy once or twice. We don't belong to no country clubs and nothing. That don't mean they have to treat us like we're trash. And it don't mean nothing to us, do they?
Listen to me, Maggie. You didn't deserve to be treated that way.
I just want to die, lady. I didn't tell no one this, not even my husband, but I just want to die as soon as I have all those cold-hearted people talking about my baby and having Tommy gone like this.
Oh, please. I am so sorry. God. I know how it hurts. And it's going to hurt. Like a big ball inside of your stomach. But it'll start getting smaller over time. Things will get better. Slowly. Believe me.
What do you know? This sadness is so thick, I don't know where to put it. I've never had nothing like this in my life.
I had something just last year. Something like it.
You had a child stabbed bloody?
No. Oh God, no. It was something different.
Then you couldn't know. Something different isn't the same.
You're right. You're right. It wasn't the same. I just know how the hurt feels. It was different. It was my little brother Jack, actually, just last year. And while he wasn't so little, he was younger than me. And he got really sick. And they were talking about treatments and health and there are things they can do for people. It's an epidemic, national and all, and I don't know. He decided he didn't want to go through with it. He just gave up. He went down in the cellar and you ever seen anyone who's hung themselves? It's a horrible, hideous sight. It's awful.
There, stop now.
And he didn't have to go that way. Not say goodbye or anything. And I miss him so much. If he were alive today, right now, I'd be calling him on the phone, crying my eyes out to him. And this is really hard on me with my client and all.
No, Carl. It won't be so bad. I didn't mean to set you off. Shh. Calm down now.
Oh, this is stupid. Here I am, supposed to be the big professional, and I'm sitting here blathering to you.
That day when I looked at you, I saw you say you were sorry. I saw it in your eyes. And you was the only one. And I was trying to say thank you.
I appreciate that. Well, I better be taking my leave before your husband returns. He practically threw the couch at me last time I came by. He's not so bad, man. Everyone hurt. Sure, I understand. When would they do it to him? Mr. Miller? I don't know. I'll still argue on his behalf tomorrow. You know, there'll be some people there. His mother, other people. And then there are appeals and all. She must be old by now, his mother. Oh, gee. It doesn't say exactly. 70s, I imagine. She's coming from West Virginia. I know where she's coming from. Oh, sure. That's your country, too. Well, you probably know more than I do. Well, thank you for coming out on the porch today.
I bet your brother Jack walks right alongside you sometimes.
He does. Sometimes.
I bet he'd be telling you to remember that part where they talk about an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Jack wasn't much for religion.
Yep. I bet Jack tell you that's just about the stupidest part he'd ever heard. I told the preacher that one time too. I think that's stupid, I said. That don't accomplish nothing. Just blood on both hands.
Right.
He'd probably tell you, say, what about that part that says thou shalt not kill? What about that? How come nobody talks about that in court?
Well, it's a matter of law, you know.
And when they wrote that thou shalt not, there wasn't no exceptions in there for this and that. I bet Jack tell you to bring those things up tomorrow.
Sure, I can try.
Good.
Right.
I'd like to come by and hear that. I don't have no fancy court clothes or nothing, but I'd like to know what the judge says to that.
Yes. Well, it's not new or anything, but
Oh, no, my husband might not approve any business like that. I'd have to set out.
well, I leave it to you. Jack always liked this jacket. He thought the color was calming. Maybe I'll just leave it here on the porch. All right then. Thank you.
I'd like to know what that judge says to old Mrs. Miller. I'd like to know that.
When it's a sleeping time,
That's when we rise.
we start to swing.
Swing to the sky.
Our clocks don't
Hi,
chime.
my name is Andrea. I'll be your server today. Now, are you waiting for someone today, or are you by yourself?
I'm meeting a friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, she's not really a friend. I mean, we were friends in high school. At least I think we were friends. I'm not even sure she'll show up.
Well, here's our menu.
Oh, no, I had lunch at lunchtime. No, we're just meeting for dessert, or maybe just coffee. We're just meeting, if she comes.
Well, desserts are on the last page. Can I get you anything while you wait?
No, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, like, really fine. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell when you're fine or not fine, you know.
I hope your meeting goes well.
Thank you.
Like I care.
How many times have I told you not to spill your guts out to everyone?
Well, I'm nervous.
Stop being nervous.
Being told not to be nervous has never made anyone any less nervous.
Just doing my job to superego.
How do I look?
Do you want me to be reassuring or honest?
God, I wish I could turn you off.
Look, if you want to make a good impression, make sure you sit up straight. Don't be stiff, relax. Don't slouch. Look confident. Don't push it. Relax, confident, and natural. Here she comes. For God's sake, don't be yourself.
Well, who should I be?
Just do everything I tell you. You'll do fine.
Well, everything you tell me is so full of contradictions, I never know which part of what you tell me to do.
can't. I'm such an id.
I do love escaping the magazine in mid-afternoon. Oh, you have to try one of their desserts. Our food critic says they have the best desserts in Chicago.
Oh, it's not often I eat at places this fancy.
Don't spill. She's just waiting to be humiliated. Flatter her outfit.
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
What's her angle?
Great, now flatter her again. Quick so it doesn't
That
look forced.
blouse sure makes you look flatter.
What?
I mean, that blouse flatters you.
It's hard to believe it's been 25 years since high school, isn't it?
I know. When I looked around at the reunion, I was stunned.
In a room full of losers. We look even better.
So, were you glad you went?
Of course, now that Jim and the kids and I have moved back to Chicago,
Don't
it
spill.
was great to reconnect with old friends.
Now go to work on her.
It was especially great to reconnect with you. I mean, when I think back to high school,
You had the self-esteem of a dust ball.
to be honest, I wasn't even sure you'd remember me.
Oh, of course I did.
You stole our boyfriend.
I mean, it's been so long.
We've waited decades to get back at you. Stinking little piece
Cake here is excellent. Shall we order?
Sure.
Oh, Andrea.
Oh, hi, Miss Armstrong. How are things at Chicago Style?
Oh, fine, fine. And how are things with you?
We just love patronizing the little people.
Fine. So, what would you two like?
I don't know.
Show her you're decisive.
I'll have the chocolate cake.
Okay, chocolate cake. Too fattening.
On second thought, I'll just have a bran muffin.
Boring.
No, cheesecake.
You're lactose intolerant.
I'll just have the chocolate cake. A thin slice, please, and coffee.
Are you sure? And for you?
Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. Please. Please, please, please.
Just coffee.
I think you have to order dessert. So that is 2 coffees and 1 thin slice of chocolate cake coming right up.
I'm sorry, I kept changing my mind.
Oh, that's totally okay. Loser.
No dessert? I admire your willpower.
Well, there are pleasures greater than food.
And we'd love to cover them all in chocolate.
It must be so exciting to be the editor of a magazine.
Yes, well, there are challenges.
Like what?
Like not puking every time the publisher opens his mouth.
Especially in this era. The search for ways to increase our readership and expand our demographic, balancing editorial integrity with commercial imperatives, well, they all require continuous reevaluation.
Wow, so many syllables, so little meaning.
So, catch me up. I want to hear everything about you.
Start at the embarrassing parts and work your way down.
You and your husband, John.
Jim.
She knows his name.
You and Jim have moved back to Chicago.
That's right, about a month ago.
Where are you living?
Spin it, spin it.
We are living temporarily with Jim's parents, which has turned out to be such a blessing. I mean, the kids love them, and even when we lived in Dayton, Jim wanted to stay close with his folks.
It's like some umbilical cord and Wi-Fi.
And as much as we liked Dayton, we realized that opportunities there were limited.
Jim lost his job.
And we wanted to expand our horizon.
Jim couldn't find a job.
And of course, Jim wanted to spend quality time with his folks. So.
Jim's dad gave him a job.
And Jim would have loved to come to the reunion.
Jim's dad fired him.
Here is your coffee, and your cake will be ready in just a moment.
Thank you. Remember a thin slice.
Please, whatever you'd like.
We know.
So, you like living with your in-laws?
Change the subject, fast.
By the way, I'm sorry to hear about your 2 divorces.
That's why you changed it. You switch it back to her. Get her.
Well, I'll admit it. I've had lots of romantic adventures. Sometimes I envy women like yourself. I've had just one.
Yes, but
So how do you keep the fires burning year after year after year with the same man?
When you have a great husband and great kids.
and great med.
I considered having children, even adopting. After all, the world is full of helpless children who are...
Easily intimidated.
But I guess I'm just selfish. After all, when you have the incredibly active social life I do,
I'd give it all up to get half the respect I think I deserve.
Fill the void. Did I tell you I've taken up writing again?
Here it comes.
I started writing features for a neighborhood paper in Dayton.
Brown.
It was a nice neighborhood paper. Well, the paper was nice. I mean, the neighborhood was nice too, but
We get the point.
Anyway, sometimes I'd be in the midst of writing an article, and I'd think back all those years to school, and I wrote the paper, and you were the editor.
And you stole Jim from us. You filthy, conniving little piece of cake.
This isn't a thin slice. This is far from a thin slice.
Enjoy.
Eat it.
oh, enjoy it. And don't give a thought to the calories in it.
I want that cake.
Do you remember my articles? You used to say such nice things about them.
You showed some talent.
We hated how well you could write.
You know, sometimes I wonder where I'd be today if I had followed your path instead of mine.
Will you be sitting in this chair, willing to trade a kidney for a piece of cake?
It must be great to be so successful. How do you do it?
Simple. The key to success is discipline. I've learned in life to focus on one thing at a time and go after it with everything I've got. Have I had to make sacrifices? Sure. But I love my job. And I love my life.
This cake is delicious. Would you like to taste it?
Taste it. I want to hump it.
I learned a while ago that what's best for the magazine is best for me. Our magazine conducts lots of focus groups. Our publisher is well. And many of our readers are women our age who are still wondering what choices will make them happy, still torn between giving into impulses and committing to long-term goals. You can give into momentary pleasures, or you can have the deeper rewards of a disciplined life. I made my choice, and I've never for a moment regretted it.
I'm stuffed.
You fork-licking cake tease.
Now, make your move. I agree with what you said about the importance of long-term planning, which is why I've reevaluated my goals and decided to re-enter the workforce. And I'd love to show you some of my articles, just in case you have something at the magazine.
Well done. Look confident. Have a sip of coffee.
Put the cup down.
Oh, jeez. Just waiting to be humiliated. Here's your
Well,
chance.
We did just have a position open up,
Because we love to fire people.
and I'd love to help you.
We're lying.
I really would.
Lying is one of our special skills.
But I'm afraid our publisher is, well, he's insistent upon someone with experience. And I'm afraid he wouldn't count articles written for a nice neighborhood bulletin as professional experience.
Oh. Think of something. Fast. But it's like you said,
readership are women like me, and I think having someone on your staff with the real life experience I've had could be invaluable.
Excellent.
Are you saying I don't have real life experience?
Not excellent.
No, it's just given my experiences as a mother.
Just kill her.
What have you learned that I haven't?
Here's your chance to show her what you're made of.
Here's our chance to go in for the kill.
Name one thing you've learned from motherhood that I haven't learned in my life.
Never leave a 6-year-old boy alone in a room with super glue and a cat.
Well, thank you. But I'm afraid we just don't have a job for you.
This is almost better than chocolate. I don't know you. I've never met you. I want nothing to do with you.
I'm sorry I wasted your time. It's hard to just reduce what I've learned to I'm sorry. I wanted to, sometimes you look back on your life and you know that you've made some good decisions, but it hasn't exactly added up to a good life. Well, I mean, it's not a bad life. It's better than most, but all my life people have told me, you'll go far if you just listen to yourself, but when I listen to myself, the voice I hear isn't very kind.
What were your Dayton articles about?
Women who have reached a certain age and deserved respect, but haven't gotten it yet.
Did you bring them with you?
Yeah, here.
I'll take a look. Come by the office Monday. We'll talk.
What?
You mean that?
You represent exactly the kind of reader our publisher is trying to reach. And what's best for the magazine is best for me. And I'm sure some of our readers own cats.
This is the worst day ever! No! You! I remember you.
Super ego over id. Once again.
Again.
We got Jim, didn't we?
It would be so great if we could work together again.
It would be like old times.
Old times.
To old times.
Bitch! What?
Hot again,
Yes.
hot tomorrow,
Think so.
hot last night.
It were a good show all the same. Heat and all, quite the show.
Expect it was.
Outdid himself, he asked me.
Expect you did, yes.
Of course, we ain't seen him long this way, and when was Brother Kendall here last?
Oh, 10, 12 years now, I'd say.
10, 12 years. I don't think he handled the woman with the walker very well.
Started out well enough.
Expect so.
Her coming up and asking for healing and all.
Takes some courage to ask for healing.
Reckon so.
Holding up her arms the way she did. That took my breath away.
And Brother Kendall right there the whole time. That mane of snowy hair, that big warm voice.
But she had to keep raising up her arms.
Like arms alone would work you miracles. falling down there at the end. Well,
With that platform being so high.
how high you reckon Brother Kendall's platform's got set at?
Oh, must be near to 8 feet. Maybe 9.
Long way to fall with a walker.
And that war vet in the wheelchair.
8, maybe 9 foot down.
Like watching Evel Knievel.
Frankly, I'd have to say Brother Kendall's powers of healing are not what they once were.
Expect not.
Makes you trust in doctors.
Maybe it gives you more trust in doctors.
It were a long way to fall.
Lucky they have the ambulance standing by. To take the folks off to the doctor, I mean.
Martha,
If you'd gone up and fallen off that 8-foot platform, they could have taken you off to see the doctor.
I suspect I don't like the direction you're taking.
Of course, you're not one to fall off platforms.
I am absolutely not.
Women of our advanced years don't fall so easy off a platform.
I am still younger than you by 18 months and 2 days. Thank you kindly.
Of course, they probably took them folks off to Washington Hospital instead of over to Dr. Kipling.
I reckon so.
It's a nice hospital.
Spick and span.
Reminds me of a Walmart. Same look to the lighting.
That is made of something similar.
Jesse, I'm thinking.
In fact, I wish you wouldn't.
The more I think on it, the more outlandish it gets.
Oh, Lord love it up.
It should have been you up on that platform with Brother Kendall.
I beg your pardon.
8 foot high and falling right off.
Am I to understand you want me to fall off a great high platform?
Oh, only so you get taken in the ambulance.
Now that's clear as mud.
Jesse, if you'd been in the ambulance, you'd been able to ask, very sweetly of course, and lying on your back in tremendous pain, could we possibly turn right around and instead of going over to Washington Hospital, could we maybe go on over to that nice Dr. Kipling's instead?
Martha May, I don't know what you're driving at.
Oh, well, I would explain, but then I'm not the one sweet on the town doctor.
I'm not sweet on him.
You'd let Dr. Kipling use you as a footstool 6 days a week and twice on Sundays.
Well, I expect I wouldn't.
He's not married.
I know that.
And today is Saturday.
And yesterday was Friday, so what?
I think you should mix up a batch of fresh lemonade, set it on a tray, walk on into town and up to Dr. Kipling's big white house. And you should rap on his knocker. When he opens up, you should hand him that lemonade and say, Dr. Kipling, I love you, and you are welcome as of now to use me forever as your God-given footstool.
Martha May Thompson, if you can't put a decent thought in your head, I shall leave this porch.
Oh, now, don't do that. Come on, I didn't mean nothing by it. Jesse, sit down. Please.
That tent revival, you went late to bed.
Expect I did, little. Yes.
I'd appreciate it if we get back to talking about our usual topics.
Expect you would.
I'll begin then.
Expect you will.
It's hot.
It's July.
Need more gravel on the drive.
Expect I'll call John Tatum on that.
Bet you will, Martha. Now's when you talk about the flagpole.
Expect it is.
You're being difficult.
Oh, Jesse, hard to believe that flagpole's still standing.
Don't mock.
70 years since Daddy stripped that pine, run a pulley, put it in the ground. Still standing. Yard needs a flagpole. Remember when Tommy Dennis climbed that flagpole? Like it was yesterday. Which it wasn't. Martha, Tommy Dennis climbed that flagpole 46 years ago. Well, I reckon he did, but you don't have to keep bringing it up. What matters is he did it to impress you. Yes, he did. I believe you're sweet on him. I was in love with him. What? I was head over heels about Tommy. I am still. Martha! But Lord above, I am tired of remembering him climbing that stupid flagpole. No, you're not. You remember him every day right here on the porch, and have done for 40, however many it is, years. I know it. Right on the porch. And if it's cold or too windy, you remember him inside. Boy, I can remember pretty much any place. I expect so. I especially like remembering him when I'm laying in my bed. Jesse, how many times we gone out? You and me, like we did last night? I don't know. I can count them on my 10 fingers, Jesse, and I won't even need all 10. I expect not. Jesse, remember when we went to that movie? The one with the alien that looked like a little brown potato squash? Oh, that'd be E.T., the extraterrestrial. Directed by Steven Spielberg and starring that nice young Lionel Barrymore. Remember how you felt when you walked out of that? Martha, that must have been 30 years ago. I had a lot of energy walking out of that theater. Well, I suppose maybe you did. Energetic and happy. Like the one makes the other. Oh, I sure wish we were talking about the flagpole. I got the energy, Jesse. Got that E.T. energy. Well, why don't you go fix the barn then if you're so full of juice? Poor thing's leaning like a tree on a cut bank and it sure could use a spot of paint. Tommy Dennis's wife been dead for 3 years now. I don't know why you'd want to mention a thing like that. Jesse, how many lemons have we got in the fridge? Enough for what you're planning on, I expect. I'll still sit on the porch with you, but not every day. Not anymore. Say something. Tommy Dennis might still be in mourning. Expect that's a possibility. You don't even know if he likes lemonade. He used to a long time ago. Most everybody used to like lemonade a long time ago. Well, I'll be in the kitchen then. Martha? Yes? Exactly how many lemons we got?